If you're a businessman, you have products. Under products, there were no f***ing products. What in the hell is this? I'm like, where are the products at? You a business guy. You got a whole TV show on YouTube where you're giving business advice. This man is a fraud. Now, as I said, I'm the mayor of Saint City.
Yeah.
So he came through my city and he ain't say nothing. You heard me, just show up.
Yeah.
Somebody banged my line. Oh, hey, homie, right here. You want me to like?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm down the street. I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
Hop out the whip, wearing a bright floral shirt.
Man.
You heard me? Hop out the whip, doors go up. He sees me. I hop out. I'm walking straight at him.
Yeah.
He immediately, I could see that look in his face, like, oh.
Did he run or?
No, he didn't run.
Okay, stay.
No, he like stiffened up. And
Okay, gotcha.
It was kind of like one of those things, like, oh, like I've been set up kind of situation,
Yeah.
right? Like this is not coincidental.
Ah.
So long story short, I walk up on him. First thing I say to him is like, I said X, Y, and Z about you. Essentially that you guzzle Skittles.
Yeah.
You was a Skittle guzzler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, whether you guzzle Skittles or not,
Yeah.
that's not a proper thing to say because a lot of men follow you.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to think that about you if men follow you.
Absolutely.
I apologize to you
Oh,
because
wow.
I don't want anybody following you with you having the label of someone who guzzles Skittles when you're supposed to be teaching them how to be a man. Because that's not manly.
Let's get this straight. So his whole issue with Kevin Samuels was that he thought he was a Skittle guzzler? I thought his whole issue was that he was scamming the youngins and leading these boys astray. So what was the whole point of him calling out Kevin Samuels if at the end of the day, all he was going to do when he met him face to face is ask for a picture?
With regards to the Samuel situation, that was never an enemy situation. That was me speaking on facts.
If he was speaking on facts, then why take a photo with the guy scamming and poisoning the youth?
So let's talk about it. So going through a couple of these comments. So one person writes, this is needed for the culture. I always wonder, what the hell does that mean, the culture? What the hell are we talking about? We damn sure we're talking about assassin culture. One person writes, besties. I think he thought he was funny. That's cool. A person writes, major collab. Someone writes, I'm confused. Now that makes sense. You should be confused. That's why it's such great click rate, because you should be confused.
This man is a fraud.
To those of us using our brain cells, this wasn't confusing at all. As a matter of fact, that picture that was supposedly great for click rates only proves everything he was saying about Kevin Samuels was pointless. Acting like he's on this moral high ground, when all this sassy stalker really wanted was some attention.
You're 100% correct.
Dans of Dans writes, I guess they squashed it. You can't squash anything if it's not beef. Now, here's another thing to consider. And I really want you guys to think about this. One thing we can never take from Kevin Samuels is that A, he is wise. He is wise. I know he's wise because he did the wisest thing you could possibly do when I roast you. When I roast you, best thing you can do is sit down and shut the fuck up. Best thing you can do. Because there's not anything you can say back.
Sounds like he needs a dose of reality.
Yo, put the knee in shiny, look boy. Avocado C, look boy. Big Bean Way TV, look boy. What do you want from me? Oh, Tyrese, look boy. Somebody called Jurassic Park. I found a dinosaur, look boy. Look like a dent in a car, look boy. That chick would drop Fillmore, look boy.
See how much there was to say? And it was only about his 33-pound head, not even covering any of his lies. Now, after his Kevin Samuels rant became one of his most viral pieces of content, Wayne had saw the potential in unleashing the sass bubbling up inside him. But he knew he couldn't go after Kevin Samuels after squashing their beef. So he decided to look for new prey. And he set his eyes on the prize.
Hey, say somebody!
Mr. Sass decided to say something about it by calling out Big Ack for being a fake friend.
He is telling Fresh what Fresh should be doing with regards to hoes, as though DJ Academics knows hoes.
See, one thing I try not to do, you dig, is me loyalty is everything. Not
love
everyone's
this.
going to live on the level of the mariachi pimping. You dig? From a level.
Yo, is this dweeb really talking like this, man?
Look, man, I gotta get back to the streets where I come from, sucker.
But the point is, if someone doesn't measure up and, those are my people, as I say, be good to good people. I'm not going to throw my people under the bus for any amount of entertainment. I'm not going to throw my people under the bus to get views or to be funny or clever to create content. That's just not how I rock. You dig? So I find that to be an improper thing. Surely I don't condone what he's referring to. You dig? We going to keep it playerific out here. Carrying on.
Yo, chat, when y'all see me talk about this little red pill it's lames like this I be talking about. Academics is not you, Satan Sinner. Nobody knows you. You're a bum. So there's some bum ass named Satan Sinner. I don't know who this lame ass is, but I gotta remind that they shouldn't be speaking on me. A bum ass fucking dweeb like you shouldn't be speaking on me.
Talking smack about a playerific technologist left Mr. Sass no choice but to show the prize just who he was dealing with.
Just this year, I passed through Albania, right? Who goes to Albania? Went through Dubai, get some clothes made, went to Colombia on 2 different trips, went to Brazil on 2 different trips, went to Mexico City, kicking it with the cartel, hiring mariachi bands and the whole 9, had a mariachi suit made, you dig? Just got back from Kenya, private islands, private flights. So, just living like James Bond. While this little nerd ass Livingston Allen was getting good grades and following rules. You see the big homie, tell you some facts about the big homie. I went to Berkeley and Johns Hopkins.
Berkeley and Johns Hopkins. Johns Hopkins for a graduate degree?
Yes.
In what?
Education.
Very nice.
My bread and butter right here.
So you're a teacher.
Yeah, I was a teacher. I came out, did Teach for America in Baltimore, actually. And so I spent my entire career in education and educational technology. Because you was a schoolboy, and you always been a schoolboy. Said you didn't even get to go outside. Your mama was a teacher. Your daddy was a principal. You shouldn't even talk to people of my caliber. I ain't no Vince Mensa. But did Teach for America, taught high school, sent students into college.
You went to Teach for America as a program that you went into right after you graduated with your master's degree. Got it.
No, I actually did it while I was earning my master's degree. So I was teaching full-time and going to school full-time.
The hypocrite that always brags about the schools he went to has the audacity to make fun of a schoolboy when he himself was a full-time school teacher. And let's not forget, when he wasn't teaching his 4th graders the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, he was the big bad wolf with hoes on the street corner.
It's not an act, little buddy. I was outside.
I went to a state school like you did, and you had big classes.
You know what it's
so
about.
I know exactly where you're coming from.
That's right. I'd have slapped your ass on TV. Yeah, in real life.
I've got it.
Yeah, I think we're all starting to get it now.
And notice how he's all proper right now.
Marquette, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
They call you, what do they call you? What's the nickname?
Oh, many things, but mostly Mark, the simple one. Yeah.
Okay, that's easy. That's
I like
easy.
Marquette.
4 letters.
I like Marquette.
There's only one Marquette, right?
There you go.
Mark, the simple one, thought he could go from
Carlton Banks, soul brother number 1.
to C-Note.
Yeah, and the way I'm talking, this cocky talk right here, that's how I really am. By the way, one thing I want you guys to know about the big homie, I done been through damn near every hood you want to talk about in America. You heard me? So I just want you guys to know, if we talking about Chicago, I lived in Southside Chicago. I didn't visit, I lived in Southside Chicago. Just side note. You want to talk about Baltimore? Yes, I lived in Baltimore. I done moved up and down Pennsylvania Avenue. You want to talk about Columbus, Ohio? I done put some chicks on that Blade in Sullivan. You heard me? I damn near am the one that made it a Blade.
Oh, yeah.
What was that all about?
Yeah, what the hell was that all about? You see, folks, Mark, the simple one, is playing a character on camera. An elementary school teacher really expects us to believe that at some point in his life, he was a gang-banging pimp with hoes up and down Pennsylvania Ave. When the truth is, he was just a former elementary school teacher with a vivid imagination, reenacting scenes he's seen on TV.
Yo, what's up?
You know, when he hear about my background, he's like, oh yeah, Cret was really in them streets. So he gonna want to try to act like he was in them streets too.
Why are you talking like that? Yo, how you playing me, Prince? What? Yo, you dissing me. Come on, man, stop it!
But this Emmy Award chasing actor wouldn't stop it.
Hey, Prince, lay off of him, man. We like C-Note.
C-Note?
They want to play Call of Duty, even though they've never picked up a real firearm. And if somebody busted in their house while they're playing, they'd probably piss themselves. He tried to talk about him being real and not being two-faced. You extremely two-faced when you go by an alias and nobody knows your government because you're trying to hide it and hide all the dirt you've been a part of, my dear boy. That's a cold game. I go by my whole name, the big bad wolf, the gorgeous gangster, the handsome hustler, the bald head lover. And I have my boys put the stick to you like lo mein. You know, lo mein, Chinese food, they use chopsticks. Bars.
I don't know about you.
The Emmy Award chasing actor was doing his best to play the role of C-Note, that he forgot all about that time. He let his sassiness get the better of him.
But I just want to keep it a buck with you. When I was running the streets, ain't nobody ever mentioned Pacoima. I didn't even know the it was. So you from Pacoima, Piru, like you was a real goon. Where the Pacoima? And that's no disrespect to anybody, but I'm all about teaching cats like, hey, number one, deal with reality.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now, how's the guy living in the land of make-believe gonna teach anybody about living in reality?
I've been from the top to the bottom of the map in California, whether it was just, bending corners as a young boy running missions or even as an adult on business. Where the is Pacoima? Some cats try to be the pimpin', but you ain't the pimpin'. You're going to experience problems and challenges in life because that's not really who you are. And that's why when you hear all this talk about alpha male and I'm a savage and like, nah, you're not a savage. You're actually a nice young man. Whack is like 80 years old, 80, 90. He like 80, 90 years old. Wow, you still pulling up on people? That's fantastic. I appreciate your fighting spirit. It's a lovely thing. But just know everything's on the table for me because I'm not willing to lose. I'm not down for that. I'm only down to win. So if you want to submit yourself to the things that I might do to you, be my guest. And that's how I was brought up. And that's how I'm going to live. And that's how I'm going to die. But I say that to say, anybody want to talk reckless about me? I'm really out here and I have no respect and I'm coming for everything. So make sure you think twice before you disrespect me because I'm really that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
As a top and a bottom who's been all across the map, the gorgeous gangster really thought he was that guy. But he's as gangster as this.
I was put down in 2009 and then
you got put down.
Yeah.
So you actually really got put down. There's a lot of people that claim gangs have never even been put down before.
I know, but I'm not one of them. I actually was put down. I got put down with Crip and shit. I'm from the South Side. I'm definitely, I don't have to cap or lie about nothing.
Blaine Edwards could try to be as intimidating as he wants to be, but this is how he comes across after realizing who he really is.
I'm from the South Side. I'm a Crip.
Excuse me?
I'm a Crip. I'm from the South Side. Everybody knows.
Okay.
Don't let this fool you. I'm a street.
Okay.
I'm definitely street. I'm a gangster.
That's the type of intimidating gangster the big bad wolf is.
Just real quick, let's look at a map. I just want to say, let's look at a map because to be honest with you, he banging so hard, you would think it's some real LA shit. You think it's some real LA shit in the heart of LA. Here with my we keeping it gangster.
There's a lot of gang stuff going on, a whole lot of gang shit over here too,
A lot of gang stuff going on in that hotel room as they keeping it gangster.
Yeah, this looks sus.
The bald head lover thought that if he ran his sassy mouth enough times, that he'd convince himself that he was this big bad wolf. Yet all of that bravado couldn't conceal the sass that was spilling out of him.
Because truth be told, I was supposed to get a manicure today. My nails are just completely out of control. I was supposed to get a manicure today, and I was supposed to go to the opera, and we had to basically set both of those plans aside. So I'm serious. It's serious right now.
When you're this real, what are you gonna say? I ain't never ran in my whole life. Been through a number of hoods. You heard me? We could talk Baltimore, live there. We could talk Philly, live there. We could talk Southside Chicago, live there. You can name about 5-10 different hoods. I didn't live there or hustled there. Ain't never had a problem in real life.
They love me. Jazz, tell me that this isn't happening.
It most definitely was happening.
You can name about 5-10 different hoods. I didn't live there or hustled there. Ain't never had a problem.
Now, why on earth would a former elementary school teacher who regularly visits the nail salon to get his nails did ever risk his manicured nails getting chipped by looking for problems? Talking about running the city this or being a gorgeous gangster that. But the only thing he was running was a 4th grade classroom. So when he felt like shit was getting real, he did what he had to.
They come up, they won't smoke with you one-on-one, supposedly, right? Supposedly, but they shook. They don't really want the fair one because they know you're gonna put the beats on them. No disrespect to his gang or anything. I'm just giving context. I would also like to report that I'm super scary and I'm a turbo nerd and a square. So please don't ask for beef with me.
Going all macho man sassy savage on what the big bad wolf would do. But Mark, the simple one, would never dare challenge real gangsters because he never forgot an important lesson he learned back in '93.
Learn a lesson from the ease. Stay in your place and don't step to real G's.
And no disrespect, because I'm sure they got hitters that'll probably see me and just yeah. I'm sure they do, because you can find ignorance and poverty everywhere. So you over here banging Pacoima Piru, and again, as I said, I'm sure there's a lot of ignorant people from Pacoima Piru who would probably beat the snot out of me and leave me duct taping butt. I'm sure that's the case.
Yeah. In 2014, I got into an altercation with a few of his little crew and his little gang members and stuff.
Let that be a lesson to all of us. When it's time to bow down, just bow down. Good Lord.
When it's time to bow down, you bow down. Just like the studio gangster did.
Because we know what happened last time.
On it all well. I'll go now.
I don't want to have to get the duct tape out again.
Yes. Wait, no. And I don't want you to get the duct tape out again. Goodbye. Duct tape? I'll give him a duct tape, asshole. I'll come down here, I'll show him what the duct tape is, I'll show him where to stuff it.
That was hard to listen to. But right there, it was just a situation of your dignity being taken. You know what I'm saying? Your dignity. Wow.
So his big issue was his dignity being taken. Well, perhaps if it was in a more dignified manner, like how he was handed a book by a gay random stranger, then he'd have no issues getting duct taped by these gangsters. But there was no way a dignified, sassy man would allow himself to be passed around and ran through like a common whore. So ultimately, Mr. Sass knew better than to find out what these gangsters would do with duct tape.
You got me here. You're more of a gangster than I am. You're much better connected. I'm going to throw the towel in on this one. You got that. I'm going to just stick to this podcasting and talking about this pimping. That's what I know. That's what I do. I don't want to get involved in none of that gangster shit, none of that other shit. You know, you won that one. Listen to this backpedaling dumb fuck. That's pretty much what he does. He's a sucker. He's a hoe.
The backpedaling phony had enough sense to know his Marquette Burton Soul Brother #1 ass could never keep it real with gangsters that could pull out duct tape and keep it realer. It was much safer and much more dignified if the gorgeous gangster kept it real with schoolboys.
Did 2 years of community college in 1 year, entered the University of California, Berkeley, the #1 public school in the world, entered as a junior and I was only 18, which means I leapfrogged your ass. While you were acting like a nerd in high school, I was thugging and still leapfrogged your dumb ass while still being tall and good looking and having all the natural endowments that one would want in the way of genetics. God did you dirty, gave me every advantage over you. You are my inferior, boy.
The difference with me and a bum like this, and the reason why you're unsuccessful, you're a snake oil salesman. You don't live what you're talking about. You're trying to sell something. I'm not trying to sell nothing to kids. I'm not trying to sell nothing to niggas who don't get pussy. I don't do that. This talking about everything except his reality. He don't want to talk about that. You don't talk about nothing that's actually going on in your life. That's lame, bro. You're selling to impressionable incels. That's lame.
If Big Actor Prize would have put down the Big Mac and fries and did his homework before mentioning Little Bill's name, then he would have had the intel to break this line fraud down, lie by lie. But because he didn't do his due diligence, Mr. Sass kept his eyes locked on the Prize's ass.
What you gonna say about me? And my money been strong, reputation pristine across these United States and around the world. And I got more hoes than clothes. What we talking about? What we measuring up on? We talking about bank accounts? Which one you want? You want to fly to Europe with me to go check them euros and them pounds, boy? Or you want to fly to South Korea to look at them wands? What we talking about?
Ain't nobody watching them. Got 10 million views. 10 million views in 10 days this month. But anyway, we're going to give him a little spanking. It's all good. We're going to give you the attention you deserve, you ass. I had some violation to give out just because I just love giving it out.
Can somebody tell me who'd he ain't violate me? Violate me. I've been waiting to get violated. Violate me.
Yearning to go back to a time when he was violated, visited by a 6'4" gay stranger. Marquette inadvertently exposed more about himself than he ever did about the schoolboy.
Now, one thing I can tell you, there's some cultures where guys get real friendly with each other, real buddy-buddy. But look here, buddy. We don't get down like this in the African-American culture. And we damn sure don't get down like this in the assassin culture, little buddy.
Right.
Some is suspicious. You just got to admit it.
He said, you're bi? He said, I'm bisexual.
This is some weird shit right here. I tell you, number one, I ain't never had another grown-ass man lift my shirt up. We gonna have to throw hands. I don't give a shit why you did it. We got to throw hands. You be my own father. We gonna throw these hands behind that.
Who does Mr. Sass think he's kidding? Acting like he'd throw hands with someone if they lifted up his shirt. He had no issues having slumber parties with 6'4" gay men back in college. And he sure as shit doesn't seem to have any issues wrapping his arms around two half-naked dudes, while a third man is lurking right behind him. Who knows where his hands were at, but he sure was grinning from ear to ear. Did Marquette throw hands over this Abercrombie & Fitch photo shoot? Of course not. He just stood in the middle and took it.
There's two, either somebody's Photoshop game is tremendous. Either somebody's Photoshop game is tremendous, or this is a weird photo.
Yeah, it's very weird, especially considering the fact that he's not gay no more. but it appears he's into some borderline skittle guzzling activities.
Yeah, you guys are so obviously in love with each other. You should get a room somewhere.
Yo, we do have a room.
Here with my we keeping it gangsta. Yeah, I'm a slayer. I'm just keeping it player.
Hey, academics, you built a career on talking shit about people. But the problem is that he talked about rappers when they were nameless. Then they became famous, which helped him become famous. But the thing is, they're mumble rappers, so they're also brainless. So they couldn't respond to him. Now he tried to say something about me and I blew his ass out.
You heard me? No nothing, no lube, no nothing, no foreplay. I'm just doing dirty, you heard me? And I got a fighter stamina. You know, boxers, all they do is beat up stuff, you heard me?
I don't even know what else to say. You get me?
After blowing the prize's ass out, Mr. Sass was on cloud 9.
He just took it with no Vaseline.
Itching to blow his next victim's ass out. Mr. Sass wanted his next target to put up more of a fight, to be more of a challenge, to have some actual experience when it comes to asses being blown out. So that's how the undercover booty bandit set his sights on Destiny.
Truth be told, I clearly don't respect you, and there's no reason to respect you. We're going to go through all of the points as to why you deserve no respect. Okay? Like one time you're playing the piano, and it's like sad, all the tactics are quite childish. Can you tell us why there's a disproportionate amount of is homosexual in nature?
I think that the issue is that the reason why a lot of homosexual people tend towards these behaviors has a lot to do with NFTs, and I have to know if you can describe an NFT to me in order for us to advance. Because if you don't know how to describe an NFT, you're a technologist, right? So you should be.
So sad.
If you put me in the back room,
This is so sad.
We'll get to the blue-haired aka Mick Foley's pre-cum in another video. But for this roast, this would only be sad for one person, and that's the bald head lover.
And here's another piece of evidence. This one is on Reddit. It says the guy on the left is Ice Poseidon, who was recently exposed by Coffee Break for scamming his fans for over $500,000 in a crypto scheme. So this is one, I think it's strange that he's sitting in this dude's lap, but I guess like, hey, if you guzzle Skittles, like that's what you do.
Skittles.
Apparently, these guys team up on their scams. They team up on the scams. And I just want to say the funny thing about a guy like you is that they all were saying that you were going to be great at debating. They said that you're going to be great at debating, but really all you do is red herrings. You know what that is, right?
Red herring? I don't know what that means. Is that like a Native American insult or what?
When you run away from the actual topic at hand.
Well, we were talking about NFTs, and now you're running away to the next. You want to talk about dicks and shit again? You seem gayer than I am. Oh shit! He muted me.
Oh, poor thing. Poor fella.
Can you take a wild guess what the apex alpha male predator wanted to talk about after muting the Skittle Guzzler?
I know what it's like to be a black man, because, after I finish having sex with a man, and I pull my penis out, it's brown just like yours. I know what it's like to be a person of color. So, Mr. Stinky Cock is over here acting like he is not a racist when in actual fact he clearly is, and he hates African-American culture. And what's more, the left is so dishonest. We see them create terms like homophobia to confuse you and I. And they do many more things. Like, for example, they're overly represented. They're only about 3% of the human population that self-identify around the world as homosexual or LGBTQ. Yet, we have the gay mafia pushing their agenda to everyone. And what he was failing to address, he tries to get comical when you ask him a real question. I said, well, why is it that mostly when child molestation occurs, it's a gay guy doing it?
Marquette sure did a lot of research on a subject he finds unnatural and deeply immoral. Surely, there must be more to the 6'4" gay stranger than Marquette is letting on. Does Little Bill really expect us to believe that this 6'4" random gay stranger just randomly on a whim decided to head over to his dorm room in the middle of the night just to hand him a book and just leave? He was just a gay stranger trying to help a brother out. But it's funny how it went from a debate about scamming to a sermon about homosexuality. It looks like that encounter with that random gay stranger has had long-lasting effects on him.
Man, get the hell out of me, man!
You just know something happened that night. Even Zestini's fans caught on and started trolling him for it.
Hey there, you have something you want to bring up on Destiny's behalf since he's not able to represent himself?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about like homophobia and things like that, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the language of homophobia. Yes, it's a misnomer.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's not. There's like a phobia for basically everything. So there's like a phobia.
No, there's not a phobia for everything.
There's like a phobia for like explanations. There's like phobia for like explanations, so people will try to dodge explanations. Kind of like you try to dodge the NFT thing earlier.
No, was that the actual point, or was the point of like, were you scamming?
I always wonder how these boys are so narcissistically psychotic that they look in the mirror at themselves, then look at me and think they can win. I mean, it's ludicrous.
Well, I'm not going to let you jerk me around in the conversation, right? Like, what would be
please. No, not the sexual stuff. Come on, man. Like, it's early.
Yikes, bro. Yikes. Dude, you think about other dudes' more than I do. That's really weird. But if that's how you swing, bro, that's cool. I've seen a lot of homophobic people that secretly want to suck a dick, and if that's what you're after,
I hear you. It's possible.
Doesn't that make you gay?
For a guy who finds homosexuality improper, the evidence seems to point to the contrary.
Yes, I like helping people, young men in particular.
Young men in particular.
Come on, guys. Come on, boys.
I'd rather be around bodybuilders and boxers and fighters. I want to be around beauty and prosperity.
You know, the view up from here is heavenly.
You know, if these guys consensually would like to have butt sex, that's up to them.
He wanted to surround himself around beauty and prosperity, particularly young, rugged, muscular boys. Boys he could keep it gangster with.
Here with my we keeping it gangster.
You are gay.
Is homophobia a real thing?
I don't know. Are you scared of me? It seems like you are because you keep muting me.
So I'm just trying to establish who you are, right?
You're not. You're trying to railroad a narrative of me to like
no.
poison the well in front of your audience.
Like I'm not. No. We're going to get into it. We're just establishing who you are because the internet is filled with charlatans. You're one of them.
I am. Yeah.
And yeah, you're absolutely one of them. And I want it to be clear. And that's why we're agreeing on the facts.
There's a reason why I've been here for 12 years and you're going to be gone in 2. But okay, Mr. Charlatan Exposer, go ahead. Tell me.
I just thought I heard a chicken.
I'm just curious. Can you tell me what an NFT is? Like, can you explain it, please?
This is very good. I like this.
I just need to hear you. I just need to hear it.
I want everyone to observe that.
They're observing right now. You're a technologist. Tell me, please.
He's trying his best.
He put me in the back. He put me backstage again.
There's actually a recent study, and I wanted to talk to him about this, but he doesn't want to talk about any of these issues because he doesn't like the facts. He doesn't like science, none of it. There's actually a recent study came out of Johns Hopkins University, my alma mater. And this study, this report actually called Sexuality and Gender, findings from the biological, psychological, and social sciences, which is, that's a lot of sciences. It states that there is no gay gene.
Vagina was made for the penis, not penis for penis, not penis for anus. Adam was made for Eve, he was not made for Steve. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Dicks and butts will make no babies. Man to man is so unjust. Man to man just bring disgust.
Which, yeah, hey, it's fine, do what you do. But being that you're engaging in unnatural acts and like the penis is not meant to go in the rear end, it doesn't naturally lubricate. Being that it doesn't naturally lubricate, you're getting tearing.
Women don't lubricate with this guy either.
On the penis and the anus. And it's the bleeding, right? And that's why it increases the transmission of HIV/AIDS, which is really unfortunate. I'm not saying this is a good thing. And also, they don't take any breaks, right? There's no menstrual cycle where they're like, hey, we got to take a week off. Nah, they're going 24/7. They're going in. And I'm guessing like it's not hard. You know, they got an app called Grindr. They just meet up in the bathroom and just start pounding away, Brokeback Mountain style, no lube, nothing. Here's another.
This guy talks about gay sex more than any gay guy I've ever heard.
Well, touch me in the morning and then just walk away.
That debate was an eye-opener for the playerific con man as he started to figure out that his rise to fame wasn't going to work out as planned.
Joe sent a few super chats. It says class has begun. Idris said the saint is the real deal. Charlie said you're okay, we're gonna read this. You're sounding really insecure avoiding this debate. You're making us on the right look really bad.
Is he telling me or him?
Oh no, the psyops.
Yeah, I'm not on the right.
How can I describe you?
The best way to describe a delusional buffoon is by letting that buffoon showcase their delusion.
I catch them hoes like Randy Moss, boy. One hand, you heard me? So I know what to do with them. I know how to deal with them.
You're lying to me.
Claiming to be Randy Moss with these hoes. But it's more like Blaine Edwards with these boys.
I'd rather be around bodybuilders and boxers and fighters. I want to be around beauty and prosperity.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, boys.
And that's the nature of these liars. And that's why we need to put him in the dirt, because we cannot have him corrupting the youth. He says so many things that are in direct contradiction.
Couldn't agree more with that statement. That's why we're going to shed light on what Mr. Sass is all about.
I like booty.
Where is your substance? Where are your women? Since you're bragging about what you have as a king, can you show us anything? Bank statements, women, anything to show me that you are about that life.
You see that anger come out. It's not passion, it's pain and anger. And the reason you're in this weird relationship is because you are weak and you're taking scraps. You're taking what you can get. You're not taking what you want. And what I teach is
open them legs up, you dig? You know, filling her up, you dig? And then I'll get down butt ass. Once I get butt ass and I'm in there, you know, getting that grind on, getting that grind on, you know, just getting her warmed up and you kissing her. You can't slow the flow. Don't slow the flow. Keep going.
Like, help me understand that.
Sure.
You really know who I am. That's him. That's him.
It didn't really matter how much Marquette tries to suppress his natural urges. The Blaine Edwards inside him was bursting at the seams to come out.
Wow. Yeah, I just heard from the team here at Cox 69 channel. I just heard from the team on my headset that
I just busted right inside him and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
get a little bit of
Come on, feel the bird. Come on.
I'm flaming. Get it off me. Ah!
a little bit of backdoor action.
Even though all the signs was pointing to the obvious, the bald-head lover felt he had the authority to speak on what's masculine.
If you're a fashion expert, you might have did what I did, which is to fly to Dubai and meet with your clothier and walk into a fabric store and pick out a fabric such as this one and have a suit made from scratch, such as this one.
The fashion.
You like fashion?
Yes, I do.
And is this guy wearing tie-dye? Liberals love tie-dye. I can't even lie. I even got some tie-dye myself.
That's when you really know fashion further. I have a bunch of different fashion products I've created. Women's wrap skirts, men's boxing shoes, men's velvet slippers, men's travel vests, men's shirts, all sorts of things. I'm a fashion expert because I've created products and services in the fashion industry. I mean, come on, man. I came out here to talk greasy to you in a tie-dye shirt. Playerism, you did.
Playerific. Yeah, so playerific. So player.
What do you want to do?
And I'm just warming up here. I'm talking crazy tonight. And these nerds are lucky that I got somewhere to be tonight. I have some lovely things with some lovely people to do, or else I'd be out here going hard.
Because when I look at John Travolta, let me tell you, child, grease is the word. Grease.
I'm putting you on some real details. This is a Marquette original. You dig? Pimp move. Pimp, pimp. Hooray.
I'm a pimp and a rapper, and your favorite YouTuber's a YouTuber.
This is me. Here I am. See me, love me.
Have either of you guys been pegged?
Pegged. Maybe you can break that down. What's that experience like, brother?
No, that's a good question. Pegged means sodomized, essentially.
Maybe you can break down what that feels like. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Okay. So what you want to do first is warm up the buttocks muscles. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and release. Woo! Now come on, everyone, down on your knees. Down on your. Well, been there, done that.
I'm just thinking maybe you can just share why those things are subconsciously inside of your mind. Why do you want to bring up being pegged? Is that a thing that you're looking forward to or that you've done? Or?
Carl, it's annoying me because I just don't know how you can compare the big homie to these little rascals.
I would kick his butt.
Would you?
Yes.
It's outrageous. Notice what the boy got right there. Skittle guzzlers. Skittle guzzlers. You guys see them Skittles right there? Skittle guzzlers. Now, here's a funny thing, too.
Since pegged is something on your mind, in your cipher, in your mental sphere, maybe you can break down what that is and what it feels like so I can properly answer the question.
I think you may have heard me, but I'll repeat it for you.
You go ahead, reach for the strap. You pull the strap out, throw it on. As soon as you throw it on, then you start getting in that thing. You heard me?
Because, you know, I was playing with Lunchables watching Mr. Rogers. You heard me eating fish sticks.
Do you like fish sticks?
Yes!
Huh. What are you, gay fish?
Yo, that is messed up, yo. I am not gay, and I sure as hell ain't no fish, all right? Because that's not manly.
Only the sassy fashion expert knew what being manly was all about. That's why he took it upon himself to school these boys on fighting that which is unnatural.
Is homophobia a real thing?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Let's help you out real quick.
Yeah, help me, please.
So,
my technologist friend.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man, I'm a genius, all right? I'm the most talented musician in the world. If I was a homosexual or a fish, I would know.
You're a rapper,
Yes.
an entrepreneur,
Yes.
and you like fish sticks.
Yes.
You're a gay fish.
No, I am not no gay fish.
Just gay?
All these guys think about is black people and meat or black meat. It's weird. You know, you're sticking the fish stick and all that whipped cream that's been left over. That's, I think, what people find viscerally disgusting.
You are male.
Damn right I'm male.
A male that likes fish dicks.
Yeah, I like fish sticks.
You like to put fish dicks in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're a gay fish.
All right, that does it. I'm gonna kick your mother ass.
A sassy fashion expert who grew up loving putting fish sticks in his mouth and who now keeps it gangsta with young boys in hotel suites. Yeah, that guy sure wasn't gay.
So I think there's some curiosity there because I feel as though I would probably feel compelled to say, you know, I'm a heterosexual man. So this stuff I found to be abhorrent.
He felt compelled to let the world know that he wasn't gay no more. He was now a heterosexual man, regardless of all the glaring signs that he wasn't.
Linus comes in via PayPal. He writes, how would you handle a situation where a simp/feminist interrupts you while you're spitting game and asks the woman you're talking to, is he bothering you? How do you handle men and women trying to C-block in general? Truth be told, I don't think that's ever happened to me in my entire life. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
Number one, if I re I might hit the gym, you might need to put a couple pounds on, man. People looking at you like a lightweight, apparently. But truth be told, if they use the language of, is he bothering you? My personality, I'm not recommending this to you, but my personality, I might, as soon as he said that, I might turn and say, no, I'm not bothering her, but I want to bother you though. I want to bother you though. And then I would have done something very grimy, like exceptionally disrespectful. Like I might have like grabbed his butt or something. I might grabbed a handful of his butt and mean mugged him while I did it. Just take all of his manhood. I might have just done something just outrageous because I don't really like how he's getting involved.
So he let you know that he's going to grab the booty.
That's some down low shit right there, boy.
Talk about some down low shit right there, boy. It don't get any down lower than that.
But we just need to get that off your chest because sometimes that's what men need to do.
Like even most like the red pill people aren't this bad.
Look, I know who I am. Do you?
Let's just talk what's real out here. Let's just talk what's real. I mean, motherfuckers hate the truth out here.
Now, let me keep it brief because obviously when you're talking about yourself, you speak too well of yourself, you're arrogant, you try to be humble, then you don't get your true due. Mm-hmm. But in short,
Preach was a former gang member turned activist, but now he's just plain confused.
See, because you're actually the one that's pretending the most, Carl, because you're acting masculine, but everyone knows that you're actually the feminine one. Being pegged is a question that was asked in the comments for you.
And you picked out and read. Just break it down for me, brother.
Yes. It was asked to you, and I surmise they asked you if you'd been pegged because you seem like a candidate for such a thing. So you don't need your protector to show up. She can sit silently because it's your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
I like you, and I want you to know we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
Like, come on, bro. This guy's a one big talking giant contradiction. He's a clown.
Kardashian, she talentless, but she not ugly, so she can get by and slide. But he's ugly, talentless, and broke. It's a bad combination. You feel me? Probably got his backside ran through.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
I don't know if this is a part of his place or if this is a facade or what it is precisely, but we're going to go check it out, go see what we can do. So this is the location. We know we got the location, so that's a good thing. So now the most important thing is getting high quality chocolates and getting, writing something pithy but thoughtful in the card. This is the thinnest envelope on earth. Shout out to Romania for knowing how to save a buck. Well, thank you. I'm gonna use the back. I don't want Tate to know that I wrote on his chocolates. See, Matthew had no respect. Okay, so I think we'll write dear. We don't want to leave Tristan out. That wouldn't be right. So we'll say dear Andrew Tristan.
Confusion of the highest order.
Shout out to Jerry. He writes modern day booty warrior. Oh, indeed. Appears to be that way.
When people choose to come out of the closet, though we may not agree with their way of behaving, the truth is that at some level, they're at least being honest with what they're doing. When people hide and cover over their behaviors, especially bad behaviors, it causes them psychological turmoil. And psychological turmoil manifests in very negative behaviors.
Getting that grind on. Getting that grind on,
Undoubtedly, if someone is engaging in behaviors that are not good, or maybe behaviors that you don't approve of, isn't it better that you know the truth rather than they hide in the shadows, engaging in these deviant activities?
I hope you guys were able to hear that from the horse's mouth. Do confirm that that's the case. He said that
Isn't it better that you know the truth rather than they hide in the shadows, engaging in these deviant activities?
Isn't it better if Mr. Sass came out of the closet instead of hiding in the shadows?
Like I might have grabbed his butt or something. I might have grabbed a handful of his butt and mean mugged him while I did it. Just take all of his manhood. I might have just done something just outrageous.
I came looking for man's butt. A man's butt? Excuse me? Someone get this guy out. Don't make me ruin that butt. No, Chris, I'm a warrior.
Talk about what in the Lil Nas X is going on here.
Some weirdo stuff. I get the feeling that he has to have some gay in him because that seems like some gay play, in my opinion.
Stop it. Stop it.
Marquette needs to stop playing these undercover booty bandit warrior games and just come on out that closet.
You know, if these guys consensually would like to have butt sex, that's up to them. You know, like even myself, I could see how that might flow in and he might let that pop off. But can I identify with it? No. But I've never suffered that trauma. So I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with him, but it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound good. That's for damn sure.
Nothing this playerific pimp said sounded right. He's supposed to be a heterosexual man who's also willing to take all the manhood he can take.
A man sat up there and walked up to him, you know what I mean, and say, hey, is he bothering you? And the first thing that this dude want to do is grab the booty.
We gonna get to the bottom of that.
I don't even like the word bottom. Never gonna get to the bottom of things. Never gonna hit rock bottom. No. Never gonna go to the bottom of a street. I don't like Marvin Gaye. Why is her name Peter Gay? Whoa. If I should sprain my ankle, I will never use Ben Gay.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly, that's right. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ben Gay. I ain't gonna touch it. Ben did.
Marquette Ben did, having late night excursions with a 6'4" gay man.
But just remember, you important, you special. Bring him over here. I want another one.
Now, it was all about condemning homosexuality.
It's bad out here, man.